I like hood niggas. I'm a hood female. I don't want no nigga I can run over. If I can run over you, I'm gonna keep running over you. Then I'm gonna leave you alone and go to the next. Period. Well, I went to Gray Street. Gray Street was that? Gray Street Elementary. Went there.
Now that's in Watts.
Yeah.
And there's a couple neighborhoods in Watts that don't get along with Mona. But back then, that wasn't even a thought on your mind, right?
At all. Not at all. I was into Barbie dolls then, not gangbanging.
And so at what grade, at what age do you go from being that little innocent girl at Grape Street Elementary to now you're starting to get involved in some of the street stuff?
Well, I want to say probably after I left Grape Street Elementary. I was just every day over here on the block, in the hood, chilling. Period.
Now that man that just came into the shot, that just kissed you on the cheek, let's make it clear who that person is right now.
That's my dad, actually. It's my dad. My big homie.
Wow.
My dad.
Wow.
So your dad is both a parental figure, but he's also a homie, a figure in the streets as well.
He's not in the streets. He grew up in the streets, but now he's a father. Period. All that's past.
What they call it, retirement. Simple as that. And I keep it real with you. See that?
First.
Family
We got all
love.
that.
That's a big Roger that.
We got family first on us.
Family first.
Family first.
That's what it means.
First on us.
That's for family. Family is just not your family. Family is your hood. The
Yeah.
people that you grew up with.
Get
Get
that.
love from.
You said you got kicked out of a lot of schools. What was going
I was
on?
getting kicked out. I was ditching. It was gangbanging. Period. Fighting. Just fighting. That's what it really was. Fighting. That's all I did was fight.
And I can imagine you on a high school schoolyard, really small, right, compared to the other girls.
I had to prove a point. And trust me, I made my name.
And you know, it was a tough situation.
Every day.
You know, at work, getting a phone call, gotta leave work, go pick her up, talk to the principal, talk to the whoever, get her back in school, get a call again, go back to the school, losing pay, mind you. But you know what? If you love your children, it doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. You're gonna be there for them, right or wrong.
Tell us what you do.
I'm a warehouse supervisor. I can say 28 years, and never called in sick, never missed a day. To make sure they all right. 22 years old, buying my first house. In Bellflower on the street was no blacks. I was the first black to move at 22.
So when you moved to Bellflower, you thought that was a good way to keep her out of this neighborhood.
Yes.
It didn't work.
No.
When did you realize it wasn't going to work?
When I got a phone call, she was in jail.
That's not funny.
It is what it is.
That's not funny.
But I was there.
All right, tell us about why did you get that phone call?
Being at the park, enemies at the park, swimming in the pool. I'm not allowing that. So the first person step out this pool, we gotta get down. Her being like she was hard, came out the pool and whooped her. Police came, tried to arrest me, couldn't do it. Took 3 of them to take me down.
Over the years, I'm sure you've met men from other neighborhoods, maybe rival neighborhoods,
Yeah,
and you may have dated a couple of them, huh?
I was in a 6-year relationship with a full-fledged enemy from the other side. 6 years, got him tatted on my arm still. That's my boy. It's gonna always be my boy. Don't matter how nobody feel. Can't nobody tell me who to love, and I love that boy. Still love him.
Was he from PJ?
Yep.
And what did your homies think about you dating
They hated me. They hated me.
That was a wild guess,
They
huh?
hated me.
He cold, he knew.
They hated me for that. But at the end of the day, it's respect it. You see him with me, don't say nothing. Period. Whatever y'all do on the outside, that's y'all business.
You know what? But one of the things about a girl dating someone from another neighborhood, and it goes both ways, he's probably constantly thinking, she might set me up one day. And then your homies are probably thinking, she might bring some enemies over here one day. Like there's this back and forth tension, right?
True. At the end of the day, I never crossed that line because if I not even say if, just crossing that line, knowing that who my daddy is gonna bring hell to my daddy. People gonna be asking my daddy. So it's like, that's out. I never crossed that barrier. I mean, I crossed the line by dating the enemy, but as far
That's
as
cool. That's cool.
setting up and all that, that's out. Ain't nothing happening. Love my homies to the death of me.
So that relationship lasted 7 years?
6 years,
6 years.
off and on.
And why did it end and how did it end?
He was going back and forth to jail, and I got tired of it. Tired. I was doing it too much and going back and forth to jail. I got tired of it. I left.
But isn't that one of the consequences of dating someone from the hood? You like guys from the hood and you know that possible incarceration is down the line.
True. But see, I grew out of that. And then me being a woman now, I'm trying to instill in him, like, this is not, go find a job. Waking up every morning, trying to help him go find a job. But he chooses to do what he want to do. That's what he was born into. That's what he been doing. So I can only tell a man so much. He a grown man at the end of the day. I can't hold his hand.
Now, would he ever take you around to the projects?
I always be over there. I got family from over there.
And you never felt nervous walking around there?
I ain't walking around there. For what? Go in the house and keep it pushing.
Because I done heard some really hateful stuff in the PJs about Mona.
Yeah, of course.
So
You
if
gonna
I'm
hear
from
that.
Mona, I probably would never walk through the PJs, right?
I done been over there at the end of the day. Like, I know where I'm at. If I get slipping, I get caught slipping, but I'm not never slipping. Period. None whatsoever. So from over there, I'm visiting family and keep it pushing. They know, if they see me, they know where I'm from, but they know not to say nothing because I have family from over here. Period.
Now, this interaction that you guys had with him, he dated your daughter for many years, you got to meet him. It almost makes it seem like the having a conflict in the first place is almost nonsensical.
Seriously.
It is.
Right?
It is. But you know what? You can't change this new generation. New generation is totally different, man. You can't change that.
But this is a conflict that goes back years.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But in the same sense of all of this, man, is you can't stop a person from doing what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do regardless.
Thanks for watching StreetGangs.com. Please like and share the video you just watched and leave a comment below to tell us what you think. You can also watch 2 of our previous episodes to the right. Please visit the link to our Patreon page and support our campaign. And don't forget to subscribe.